Coming up tonight, Bryce is out, Wheeler is back, and the Phillies start a 3-game series with the Cubs.
And Wilson loops one out toward right field. Tucker's coming on. He's going to field it on one hop. Kemp's going to come home, and he'll score standing.
Let's play GM for a day. How would you fix the Phils?
Let's start by getting a real center fielder.
You need a proven outfielder that can actually hit a right-handed bat.
And the Stanley Cup final continues between the Panthers and the Oilers.
Here's Marchand with a shot. Score!
Time to start this week off with a bang. And also,
it's time to get fantastic.
From Fox 29 News, this is the Phantastic Sports Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into the Phantastic Sports Show. Jason and Breland. It's Monday night. It's a celebration. It's a party after a abysmal weekend of Phillies baseball. Yeah.
Holy moly. I mean, this is, I feel like, so on par for the Phillies, right? They get swept by one of the worst teams in baseball and then come out and
beat one of the best teams in baseball.
Yes, one of the best.
And they did it with small ball. We'll discuss with Jamie Apodi tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's jam. It is Jamie Apodi Monday.
So let's tell you what is on deck. Phillies walk it off. We'll also look into what it's going to take to sort of fix these Phillies. And the Cats versus the Oilers, the Greasers.
Do we have to call them greasers?
That's what our producer Marcus.
I don't think I like that.
I don't think I've heard that.
I don't think I like that.
Well, you don't like that they lost, and that you're soon going to be singing the national anthem.
And also, it's not just like a little loss either. Today was.
Oh, it was a shellacking.
Yeah. So, guys, if you would like to join in on the conversation, here's how you do it. There's two options. Number one, you can use a phone number, 215-915-PHAN. You can also use the upload link that you see there. Super easy, selfie-style video. Weigh in on the conversation. Tell us what is on your mind. Anyway, Jamie Apodi going to join us in about 30 seconds, so keep it right here.
Fly ball, left center field. That'll do it. Petro Armstrong going back. It's off the base of the wall. A little exclamation point from Brandon Marsh.
Oh, man.
Everybody touches their bag, and the Phillies win it in the bottom of the 11th inning by a final score of 4-3.
Welcome back into the Fantastic Sports Show. Hey, Jamie, how are you?
Hi, guys. What's going on?
It must be Monday.
It must.
It's good to have you with us. It's so good to just get a win under our belts.
Oh, isn't it?
Even though it was like pulling teeth tonight. And they did it with small ball, a little bunting.
How about the bunts? The
by the way,
bunts are back.
By the way, next time Alec Boehm comes to the plate, give him the bunt sign because the double plays have gotten out of control with him.
Yeah, as have his reactions after them.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little, that was OD today.
I almost wanted Brandon Marsh to bunt to be the third straight hitter to bunt.
That was really cool. Because I got to be honest, that was awesome.
Yeah.
But that whole shift thing they've got going on, not a fan.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that Marsh went and proved them wrong. That was really annoying.
This is starting the bottom of the 11th with JT, a much-needed base hit right there to tie it. And so that right there kind of started the rally. I'm glad he didn't try to go for two. Here's Stott's bunt. And not only that, a beautiful bunt.
Beautiful.
That he legs out. And it's good to see him get that because he hasn't been doing it. Otto.
No one has been.
Our boy Otto.
Just as nice.
And he is safe. So then Marsh comes up, and I'm thinking, bunt! Do it again!
Yeah, but they had 5 infielders.
No, I know.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do right there.
I know.
And that shouldn't be allowed.
What, to bunt that many times in a row?
No, to have 5 infielders. I know that's the rule.
I know.
It just annoys me.
I know.
I'm
they
against
did
it.
do a new shift rule this year, but
correct. They shouldn't be allowed to have 5 infielders because we like the bunt.
It feels good. I mean, you got to win.
They definitely needed this one, especially after the offensive struggles that we've seen over the past couple of days. So, without further ado, guys, let's hear from you. Let's go to the fan cam.
What a great win by the Fighting Phils tonight, man. That was awesome. 11 big innings, and the kid Otto Kemp finally gets his first major league hit, 2 more on top of it. Go Phils!
We didn't waste a great effort by Wheeler, as the starting pitching has been our bedrock, but the hitting has got to come along, and the bullpen has got to continue to hold up. And we got to get a good winning streak going on this homestand here so we can get back in the hunt.
Yeah, Paul, by the way, thank you for touching on Wheeler. 1,000 strikeouts now as a Philly, so congratulations
fantastic?
to him. Fresh off paternity leave.
Well, not only that, but fresh off of a really bad start, and he just got right back on the train and did what this team needed him to do. Just keeping the train on the tracks here. And I mean, the Cubs are a good hitting team. Those guys are boppers, and we'll see that, I think, in this series. So Phillies are going to have to figure out a way to put runs on the board, especially without Bryce Harper. I could use a nice Schwarbaum with guys on base, three-run shot.
Well, here was the problem tonight. They had 16 hits. 16 hits and a couple runs to show for it.
Yeah.
Which tells you, like, basically the Cubs hits, combined all went farther than the Phillies hits.
Yeah.
I mean, it was single, which is great. 16 hits is great, but you got to score off of them.
I saw somebody tweet something about this team being the most frustrating team they can remember with the Phils because – I mean, they were playing good baseball in May, and then they go to Toronto. They go to. I mean, these stretches happen. I'm trying not to panic.
It's a very cyclical.
I just don't feel mojo with the team.
I also think, I'm not going to lie to you.
I don't feel like this team's special.
I definitely think that there's a carryover, and we've talked about this before on the show, of the PTSD from the postseason. When they go through these lulls where they're just not hitting, and the offensive production is there, I think it very much scares everybody because you immediately think of when everyone goes cold in the postseason, and it's like, oh, I don't know if they can do this.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really fair assessment. I think that's completely valid for a reaction from the fan base.
I think we have this conversation every year.
Yeah.
And
every week, it seems like.
And every week. And I think, you said the most frustrating Phillies team. I think someone says that every season. No?
Yeah.
No, you're probably right.
Yeah.
We still have the Eagles to always fall back on. They're always going to be like our little security blanket here in Philadelphia.
Yeah, minicamp tomorrow.
But let's hear the Phillies discuss this much-needed win tonight.
Yeah, I mean, a win's a win, so it's always good to get those. But, yeah, after a tough road series, it's nice to come back home and get that win.
Hey, it was huge. That's why we show up and come out to play, for moments like that. It was, like I said, it was a big win for us. We just got to keep the momentum rolling into tomorrow.
It's unbelievable. The energy that I felt today, the support from all these fans, the buzz is crazy. And that was another reason why I didn't want to experience it before the first big league game. So it was awesome. I am excited to be a Philly.
That young man had himself a time.
Adorable.
Yeah. And you can see how excited he is. And I love that when it's like a tangible thing on their face.
Well, he should be. This guy's an incredible story. He's a D2 player. He wasn't drafted. Mm-hmm. He's been tearing it up all over. He's leading every category down there. He comes up here. He has 3 hits in his first game. It's fantastic.
I know. Yeah. And he's going to do everything they ask him. Made an error.
Okay, you are such a Debbie Downer.
He really is.
Can I point that out? Were we not just saying this is a wonderful story? It's Cinderella's story.
Yeah.
And you have to
he also had to poo-poo Mick Abel's first outing as well.
What is that?
I kind of wanted to see a little bit more.
He didn't strike out enough.
Wait, what is that about you? Is it a character flaw?
It's maybe. Well, maybe, but it's also like, okay, he's not the second coming.
Nobody said that.
He was the second coming. We said this is a great story. It was his first time.
Okay. Well, maybe tomorrow he'll be perfect.
Nobody's asking him to be perfect, Jason. Who wants perfection? Are you perfect?
Heck no. What just happened?
Are you sure? Yeah. Are you sure?
I'm just saying, here's my problem with this team, the way it's constructed.
Elaborate on that, didn't
No, at all. I was waiting for more. And
just walked right over it.
We would go on and on.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm worried about with this team.
Okay.
Even if you go out and make deals at the deadline, they're still not going to be good enough.
Well, why don't we talk about it after the break?
Okay.
Let's get into this.
Should
we? We're going to take a short time out. There is your number. There's your upload link. You guys know what to do. I already explained it to you at the top of the show. All right, when we come back, we're going to get into this conversation with Jason in just a little bit.
Yeah.
How to fix the Phillies. Gee, how much time do you have? I won't ramble on until the very end of the episode, but let's start by getting a real center fielder. Because Brandon Marsh and Johan Rojas, I feel like a broken record here, ain't it.
We need to go back to what was working. Let's move Schwarber back to the leadoff, because that's where he belongs. And I'm sorry, Stott, you got to move down, baby. You're not making it happen.
You don't do much. They have a roster filled with guys who've been there before and know how to do it. And sometimes you just have to let them work through their slump. It's only early June. There's still plenty of time left. So just let your guys get back on track.
Welcome back. With the little Flacco shout out there. I saw that.
So everyone has varying ideas on how to fix the Phillies. And the Phillies themselves pregame today said that's basically what Brian was saying. It's just kind of, they just have to work through this and figure it out themselves. But the key is not getting too high or too low, etc. You know, the old typical things everybody says. They did win today. However, can we piece it together? Can we see a little bit more? What do you think, though, guys, in terms of fixing this team? Is there anything to fix, Jamie?
Well, I have kind of a weird solution.
Don't say Mike Trout to center field.
That's not my solution.
Okay.
But it's, I mean, it'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
I think we need to bring the daycare back.
What do you mean by that?
Listen, okay, hear me out. I don't like the fact that they sort of lost their identity as a unit that just likes to have fun, chemistry. Tonight, Brandon Marsh, with that walk-off, they started pouring water on him. Kyle Schwarber, who's not even daycare age, got out of there, and they brought it back, and they had some fun. And I think they've been missing that, and I think that needs to come back. I'm not even saying bring Garrett Stubbs back up. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying that I think that was part of their identity that they took away.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you. I feel like they've been trying to be so buttoned up and serious this year when it comes to,
and it's not working.
And tonight was like the first night we saw them break out of that. All year, I want to say. Right?
For sure. I think there is something to it. So that's a solution that doesn't come from outside. We're not talking about trades. We're not talking about positions. That's something internal that I think they can fix.
Well, maybe it doesn't have to be daycare. Maybe we just redefine it and, graduate it somehow. But
just have fun.
Yeah.
They're not having
because look
fun.
at the Cubs. I mean, they have some mojo going. I mean, of course, they're playing really well. They're a good team. So you can always tell which team's tight and which team's having fun. I mean, it's clear when you watch a baseball game.
Yeah. No, I do think you're not. Like, there's something to that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But do we have a full screen here of just how bad things have been the last 10 games or 11 games? I believe these stats are not from tonight, but from the last 10 before tonight.
Yeah, so coming into tonight, they were 1-9.
Horrible.
Yeah, it's really not been great. And it's one thing to know that things have kind of fallen off the tracks here, but to look at that's grim. That's extremely grim.
Well, why do we always want to blame the bullpen and the pitching when it's clearly our bats?
Yeah. I say that's the offense. I mean, you see it right there.
Zero offense.
Well, this is what the team they stuck with Stott leading off. They're sticking with the line. They're not changing. They're sticking with the hitting coach. They're not changing anything.
Well, I told you before the season when we had that discussion about the leadoff spot that I think we leave Schwarber there.
Yeah, you did.
I did. I said that. And I'm not saying I'm right or anything. I just think there's a regression to the mean, and I think that maybe he's the right solution.
And I know he likes hitting there.
He does. Yeah. And then why not make him happy?
Yeah, there might be something to that.
Well, they're going to have to move some things around if Harper's out for a long period of time.
Yeah, we don't really know what's going on with that, but it's not looking promising. So, yeah, I think you're right. We are going to see some changes. Okay, let's take a look here at the go vote on fixing the Phillies. And the majority of you guys,
I don't know about that.
I did not expect that
I didn't either. I thought maybe a trade would be interesting.
I'm okay with Topper. Is that weird? Is that wrong that I'm okay with him?
I'm okay with it. I think maybe, if they continue to regress in the postseason again this year, then that's a conversation that needs to be had in the fall.
I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. I just don't think this team is fixable.
At all.
I think it needs to be completely broken up.
But
as far as winning a World Series. Now, can this team make the playoffs? Maybe. Barring... I know, but you make a big trade. But
when they had the best record in baseball, you thought they were.
When was this? Like last
couple months ago?
Okay, but that was a couple months ago. They've showed us who they are, and they are a team that is very mojo-less. I think they have a lot of holes that you can't fill in a trade deadline. A lot of holes that you can't fix with a firing of Thompson or Kevin Long. So, I think they're unfixable.
Okay. This will change in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
I agree.
Once they get back on track, then and you're high up, you'll be.
Will you cut? Will you?
Oh yeah.
Can Marcus bring that back?
We absolutely should cut this right
that
now.
out.
And you know what? I want to be wrong.
Yeah.
I want to be wrong.
You'll be wrong.
This is okay.
I think you're gonna be wrong.
Good.
Yeah.
You think they're going to win the World Series?
I didn't say they were going to win the World Series. I think that you say they're
It's
unfixable.
not as bad as
You're very doom and gloom tonight.
You are.
All you talked about was poor
you're
Otto's error.
You're Garfield tonight. You hate Mondays. You're really having a time.
Get him some lasagna.
Yeah, let's go to the fan cam.
Yeah, you don't want to see the other guy. Fix the team. Think we got to bring back the Bull, Schmitty, and Lefty. And can we pay off the umps?
They need their captain back. Bryce has to get healthy. Hopefully the wrist heals up well while he sits for a week or so. But at the deadline, which is coming up in July, Dombrowski has to make a move. He's got to make two moves. You need a proven outfielder that can actually hit a right-handed bat and a proven reliever, because Alvarado being gone is really going to hurt this club.
They need to wake up the bats, score some runs. Bullpen needs to step it up. Everybody has to do something, their part. Injuries right now is definitely a factor, but I'm not freaking out. It's June.
That's right.
But my fear is you empty out the farm for this team and they don't get it done, and now what are you left with? Nothing. You're left with a bunch of veterans who can't get it done and a farm system that's drained. I'm afraid of that.
I don't think they're going to. No.
We need a future.
I don't think they're going to be dumb enough to do that, though.
No,
they won't.
I don't think so.
So then what's going to happen with this team then? It seems like last year is about to repeat, and we're going to lose to the Mets or at least the Braves suck worse than the Phillies. Thank God.
Yeah. Deep breath. It's not even the All-Star break. It'll be okay.
Braves are terrible. Okay.
I promise. It'll be okay.
I need the Mets to start losing and this team to go on a run.
He's really down bad tonight. Jeez.
Yes.
All right. Well, here's something. Do you want to talk hockey next?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There
All
we
right.
go. All right. So we're going to take a short time out, and Jason can rub it in. There's your number. There's your upload link. Either way works. We'll get it either way, and we'll talk some NHL after this. Welcome back. We are down the stretch, and we got it.
Lord Stanley's Cup.
Go ahead.
All right.
The
United States Panthers,
they
won 6-1 tonight. 6-1. These Oilers are toast. The Panthers are one of the great NHL teams of our lifetime, and we're not. 3 straight cups. They're about to win their 2nd straight cup.
Wait, they're about to. What's the series count?
It's 2-1.
6, and they're about to win the next.
Everyone's favorite hockey player, Brad Marchand, got it done in overtime the other night, and now. You gotta love these guys.
Make enemies.
A hockey haven, Sunrise, Florida, just rocking tonight there at in Sunrise. So listen, they got a long way to go, but you know the deal. If Florida wins the cup, this one has to sing the Star Spangled Banner dressed like Uncle Sam, because I want the cup to stay in the United States here, Jamie.
Well, listen. Last week you called me anti-American.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's been calling me anti-American.
Right.
Wait. So what?
I'm just saying, I'm Team Breland here, because that was kind of a low blow.
Thank you.
And plus, also, we already discussed the fact that she has a beautiful voice, and this will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it's 2 games to 1.
We got to bring Jamie on more often.
Thank you.
I know, because I feel like
you do.
I feel like I have 2 sisters here on this show.
Yeah.
So when Natalie Eganoff's here, it's Beavis and Butthead. And now it's
you
2
get
Beavises.
You get ganged up on sometimes.
Wait, we're both Beavis?
I guess. I don't know.
I love you both.
Yeah, I'm excited, and I can't wait to see. I think this is a series. It's been so entertaining.
Have you watched any of the basketball one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching too.
Not as much as I usually do.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Well, how about this? Fisticuffs.
You
don't normally see this in the cup. Right? They usually stick to hockey.
Do we I'm old school, and I'm a fan of this.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't be pro-violence for
Goons.
my kids watching, but I think it's great.
Yeah, there's history too. Think about it. Last year they went at it 7 games, and now this, and ugly game. So that's fun to watch.
What do you do when there's more fights than officials at the same time?
You just let them go.
You just gotta let them cook.
Yeah.
I wish the goalies would have gotten involved. There's nothing I love more than a goalie fight.
A good goalie fight.
Yeah.
Jamie, usually when you're here, you tell us what's going on with the fam. We love to see what the kids are up to. And speaking of trophies, a bigger trophy than the Stanley Cup would be my daughter's first place trophy. Brookline, she's on the Diamonds, and they took first place.
Good job.
It was Trophy-a-palooza for my whole family this weekend.
Oh, they're so
Everybody
cute.
gets a trophy these days. And so, that's
Are those 2 participation trophies?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Look, there's JJ, my littlest, and he is pumped.
cute?
I think he's showing off for his girlfriend next to him. But, but you know, it's fun to get the. You know what's fun? I don't know.
She looks just like her mom.
Am I a bad dad? That's what I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Am I a bad dad because I'm glad the season's over and it's less for us parents
No,
to
that's
have
not
to
bad.
do to run them to practices and games, and now when the season's over, you go.
See, I'm a weirdo, and anyone that knows me that's watching will attest to this. I don't want the season to ever end.
Really?
I love it. I live for it.
Man.
I was working the snack shack tonight.
Tonight.
Working the snack shack.
What was the big popular item in the snack shack?
It was Chick-fil-A night.
Oh,
it's a big deal. Chick-fil-A night is a big deal. And you guys don't understand. Like, you think, glamorous TV, whatever. I mean, I physically go pick up these Chick-fil-A sandwiches myself.
Look at this. The hardest working lady
That's a heck
at the
of a
snack
snack bar if it's got.
I mean, for
Thank you
real.
very much.
We were lucky to have walking tacos.
A little bit. Walking tacos, another popular item. Yes, good one. Doritos or Fritos?
Doritos.
Doritos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jamie, next time you come in, we need to have like our own little like snack stand thing.
I'm in. Let's do it. I'll bring some samples.
I'll try to be in a better mood next week.
Yeah,
Can
you were
you
like
please?
real Debbie
So
Downer. We'll be right
grumpy.
back, guys. Jason's gonna turn his frown upside down.
One of the great catches you will see all year, if not in your life. Denzel Clark of the A's!
Oh, wow.
Going up and robbing Nolan Shanuel of a home run.
Look at the face.
Look at this play. Are you serious, Denzel Clark? Oh, that's some Ken Griffey
unreal.
Jr. stuff if you're old enough. So just had to show you that.
I always get a little nervous that they're going to hurt themselves when they do things like that.
Fall over the other side.
Yeah, he kind of came a little bit close, but
making it look easy.
that rocked. Alrighty, guys. Guess what? We will see you tomorrow. Hopefully Jason's in a better mood.